Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's me Brim Butcher, bringing you another video full of awesome proportions. This is going to be more of a serious topic I'm going to have to talk about. It actually involves me personally as a person, and I just want to bring this to everybody's attention. For people that actually do watch my videos and actually kind of, care about me a little bit, I want to bring this to, everybody's attention a little bit, is that I'm starting to really fall under the major superstition that I might have social anxiety. Now, it doesn't sound serious at all, but it's a major, thing that really a lot of people suffer from, especially people that are really shy, quiet, and don't really like to be out there much. And I'm the same way. And with this, and the reason why I came to, the realization of this is that today I really have noticed that I am a really unsociable person. The reason why I talk a lot on YouTube, personally, and voicing my opinion, is because of the fact that, I've gotten used to it. The first time I ever did a YouTube video, I was afraid to do it. It was like YouTube was a new person that I've never met before. Somebody that I had to learn about, had to become a close friend to. And YouTube's become like a close friend of mine, and I'm used to it. And, I've grown used to, talking about everything. And I'm sorry I just did that, but, my hair's been a little messy all day. But I want to state some stuff from my past about what could actually cause my social anxiety and what's caused a lot of the problems with me. Around probably about the around fifth grade, I was always, physically, not physically abused, that's the wrong term, mentally and verbally abused by my fifth grade teacher. And my parents knew. They knew. They tried everything in their power to stop him. Well, stop her. And the teachers just looked away and said, it's her job. She has to give you a hard time in order for you to learn. But she would literally, pull out my work, show it to my face like it was a piece of garbage, and say that I did horrendously bad. And other teachers, disagreed with that because I did a good job of everything I did. And, she, put me down in a slump of major depression. A really big part of the depression. I became really, really depressed after that when I graduated. And, this is elementary school, so it doesn't seem that major. But after I graduated, fifth grade, I moved on to a new setting, environment, and place that I knew nothing about, middle school. And I was filled with anxiety, fear, depression, because I was in a new place. And a lot of my friends had left me and went to another place, and it was just a really hard time for me, adjust to everything. Year after, 7th grade, my math teacher would always try to fail me because of the fact that I wouldn't pay attention when I did. But the things that she taught made no sense to me. And she did know that I had ADD. And, she'd give me a hard time. And, third quarter ended, and she said if I get one more D or E, I fail. And I came home, and I broke down. Now, in 7th grade is when I actually started my YouTube channel, which was, 2 or 3 years ago. And, I was just going through a lot of, hard times at that time. I was picked on later on. Kyle, him, got pissed off at me for some reason one day. Has a probably breathe right now. That was gross. One day when I was walking home from the bus stop, Kyle picked up rocks and threw them at me. For some random reason. I don't know why. But, it's just how he is. He's an asshole. But, later after that, 8th grade came around. It was, the big, the climax of my middle school career. And, there's a lot of new challenges, but I met a lot of good people along the way. I met, the girl of my dreams, and I don't talk about her much, but her name is Allison Anwick. I don't socialize with her anymore because, well, for a lot of reasons. And I can blame myself for some of it. I can blame her for some of it. But I can say at the least that she broke my heart well over a dozen times. And, it caused so much depression. anytime I try to get the chance of, trying to ask her out in some way, she would say, I'll think about it. You know what she would do? She would move on to a new guy and spend her time with them. And it, broke my heart a lot of times, like a lot. Then she dated somebody again, and I got fed up, I got pissed off, and I wrote a note, gave it to her, and I told her to leave me alone. I soon hated myself after that, moved on, we became, slightly good friends again. And, when the summer came, I graduated middle school, I got my first kiss from her. I'm not gonna really lie about that. I did, have my first kiss. I don't really give a shit. But when high school finally came around, she changed such a drastic amount to where she didn't really care about me anymore. And she stopped talking to me a whole lot, and I removed it from my Facebook. And, I was depressed because I, removed somebody I really loved and cared about. After that, I soon got into that big hustle with Alan, the person I talked about a couple times. And after that, I got really nauseous, and I stopped eating a lot. I really don't eat much nowadays. And after that, it started to sprout to me that I started to become really antisocial with a lot of people. And, depression grew on. Later on, Allison, apologized, but, we soon split up, like, I think 2 months later of being friends. Or at least a month later, even a couple of weeks. I can't really remember properly. But, after that, I broke down again. I became really depressed. And, it's still there. A lot of depression still remains with me for the longest duration of time. And, I gotta deal with it. I have no way of really consulting with it. And it's still a major problem. And a lot of people I know do suffer from social anxiety and depression. But they're always like, why are you always so happy? Why do you try to stay all calm and try to, stay quiet? And I have to explain to them that if you're not who you are, you're going to soon notice later on that you don't know yourself at all. And that's how it was for most of my life. I stopped acting like who I was, and I started acting like myself a lot more, and I just didn't know myself personally anymore. And, anytime I try to talk to somebody, I'm in a really low pitch, like really, really low. And, after that, I would just, I would not be able to talk properly, I wouldn't be able to, pronounce words properly. And just today, I noticed that I really am suffering from social anxiety. I am suffering from a lot of depression. I am suffering from a lot of things. And I try my hardest to try to stay sane. I mean, with all the things that have gone on this year, I've almost lost my mind. Literally, I've almost gone insane. And, I mean, a lot of people have noticed that they do care about me. They worry about me to such a, big amount because they know that deep down inside I am a good person and I should show that. And, I want to try to be who I am. And I worry about other people that I don't know personally. I can see people that suffer from these type of things. I can see people that suffer from depression and probably family issues. And I worry about them to such a grand amount. That was the thing I worried most about Allison. And you know what? She fucking stabbed me in the heart more than a dozen times and fucking left me. She didn't give a shit about me. Or really anybody. She wanted to be her own person, which I could kind of accept. But you know what? She just didn't fucking care about me anymore. And you know what? I accept it now. Because you know what? I don't need people like that in my fucking life. The fucking people like Alan, who are fucking degenerate assholes that act like they're so big and fucking bad all the time, can go fucking kill themselves. I don't give a fuck about them anymore. And the same people as fucking Kyle, I'm tired of those fucks too. Other people like this is why. Once I almost thought about killing myself, but you know what? I'm not giving up on life. That's one damn thing you can count on. I will not give up to who I am. I'm not going to give up at all. I'm not going to sit down and personally run my mouth about certain things. I'm ready to accept who I am, and I'm ready to be who I am at the best and most bare fucking max. Thank you all for watching.